Yo, are you tired of just endlessly scrolling through Netflix, trying to figure out what zombie flicks are worth your time? If you're feeling that struggle, don't worry, I got you. Check out our top 10 picks for the best zombie movies available to stream on Netflix. You'll thank me later. Let's dive into some spine-chilling, brain-munching goodness. All right, starting off our countdown, coming in at number 10, we've got Cargo.
Love you.
This post-apocalyptic thriller dropped in 2017, and man, it brings the heat. The story centers on Andy, a dad stuck in the Aussie outback with his wife and infant daughter after a deadly outbreak turns the world into a zombie-infested wasteland. Now, Andy's got to find a safe haven for his little one before he ends up turning into one of the Walking Dead. It's intense, emotional, and hits you right in the feels. Coming in at number 9 is Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. This 2016 zombie thriller is the 6th and final entry in the Resident Evil franchise, and it's a wild ride. The plot follows Alice, who's on a mission to save humanity from the deadly T-virus. With time ticking down, she's got to fight her way through an army of zombies and take down the evil Umbrella Corporation for good. It's a non-stop action fest with epic showdowns, crazy stunts, and plenty of zombie slaying. Perfect for fans of the series who wanted one last explosive. Oh, and before we dive into the next one, if you're vibing with this list so far and think your friends would too, smash that thumbs up. It helps us out, gets this video in front of more peeps, and lets us know we're putting out the content you love. Coming in at number 8, we've got Zombieland.
You guys want some Purell?
This classic zombie horror comedy is hands down one of the funniest zombie flicks ever made. The plot's simple but solid. Zombies have taken over the world thanks to a nasty virus, and now a group of unlikely heroes are on a mission to find a safe haven, and of course, save the world from the chaos. If you've seen it, you know it's got the perfect blend of laughs, action, and heart. It's just so much fun to watch. Coming in at number 7, we've got Peninsula. This highly anticipated sequel to the blockbuster zombie hit Train to Busan dropped in 2020, and it definitely delivered. The story follows a group of survivors who get a shot at escaping South Korea to start fresh. But, of course, things don't go as planned. They end up in Hong Kong and are forced to take on a deadly mission to retrieve a truck full of cash from the quarantined Korean peninsula, which, you guessed it, is now crawling with zombies. It's got all the intense action, heart-pounding suspense, and zombie mayhem you want from a follow-up. Coming in at number 6, we've got Blood Red Sky. This action-packed zombie thriller dropped in 2021, and it's seriously a wild ride. The story follows Nadja, a woman who's traveling with her son to get treatment for a mysterious illness. But of course, things go sideways when a group of infected hijackers try to take over the plane. Nadja's got to tap into the bizarre abilities she's gained from her illness to protect her son and the rest of the passengers. It's tense, it's chaotic, and it's got that perfect mix of zombie horror and high-stakes action. Coming in at number 5, we've got Valley of the Dead. This one's a straight-up nightmare, set in a post-apocalyptic world where a savage virus has turned most of the population into bloodthirsty zombies. The plot follows a squad of survivors who have to battle their way through waves of undead and some seriously sketchy survivors, all to get to a so-called safe haven called the Valley of the Dead. It's basically chaos with a side of suspense. Hold on tight. Coming in at number 4, we've got I Am Legend. This sci-fi zombie thriller has Will Smith flexing as the last man standing in a post-apocalyptic New York City after a deadly virus wipes out most of humanity and turns the rest into these freaky zombie-like creatures. Talk about survival mode. He's out here just trying to stay alive in a world that's straight up savage, while also hunting for a cure to save the few humans left who haven't been infected. It's a total nail-biter. Coming in at number 3, we've got Train to Busan. Now, this one's not your typical zombie flick that's all about blood and guts. Nah, this film takes a fresh spin on the genre. The The whole story unfolds on a train ride from Seoul to Busan, where passengers are trapped as a zombie outbreak goes down. The real heart of it? It's about a father and daughter just trying to make it to Busan without getting bit by the undead. You get the thrills, the chills, and some serious emotional moments in between. Definitely one of those films that'll leave you on the edge of your seat. Coming in at number 2, World War Z. Baby, tell the kids I'm coming back. This 2013 horror flick is straight fire and widely regarded as one of the most intense zombie thrillers ever made. The plot follows a former UN investigator who gets recruited to help stop this insane global outbreak of a zombie virus. Dude's got to travel across countries, racing against time to find the source of the outbreak and figure out how to put the brakes on it before it spreads even further. The action? Wild. The stakes? Even higher. It's pure adrenaline from start to finish. Now, let's see who takes the top spot. Coming in at number 1 is Army of the Dead. Directed by the GOAT, Zack Snyder. The flick is set in a post-apocalyptic world where a zombie outbreak has basically wrecked everything. The plot? A crew of mercenaries decides to go all in, entering the quarantine zone to pull off the most impossible heist ever. But plot twist. Things go sideways real quick when they realize the zombies in Las Vegas aren't your average brain-chomping undead. Nah, these zombies are on another level. Smarter, faster, and way more organized. They've even got their own whole society set up. Talk about next-level chaos.